Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be discussing why you shouldn't believe anything AOA's Mina says, especially about Jimin and their whole situation. This will kind of be a video essay type video, so buckle up because I have a lot to say about this topic. I originally wasn't going to say anything because I was scared of getting attacked by AOA Jimin antis and people who believe that Jimin did bully Mina. But here I am talking about it because it's ridiculous how many people are still believing Mina for the whole thing. Obviously, since I am making this video, I am on Jimin's side. So if that offends you and are about to attack me in the comments, then get lost lol, or watch the video so you can see my point of view and maybe change your opinions as well. There is so much proof of her lying about everything, yet everyone refuses to acknowledge it and the fact that they were wrong about the situation for almost 2 years now. I was one of the people who never believed Mina and continuously supported Jimin, which is the way everybody should be. Before I begin talking about the actually bullying, I'd like to say that I got the majority of my information from a few different YouTubers, but mostly from Everglow Up and Cookielit, so complete credits to them. There have been so many instances where Mina and Jimin's messages have been leaked. Some audio clips have been put out there, and people have been exposing Mina for her holes in her story. With that, I'll get more into depth for that part later on in the video. But it's mostly just things like in one part of her story she'll say something and then in the next part of her story she'll say the exact opposite of what she just said had happened. I'll also be talking about the rest of the AOA members since there is a lot of controversy around whether they were involved with the bullying or not, like I said about Jimin. I do support the rest of the AOA members as well. I support all the members besides Mina. So if that offends you, please just watch the video and hear what I have to say first. Now, let's begin. First off, the basics. Jimin and Mina both debuted in AOA with their other members, and Jimin was the leader of AOA. Something I'd like to put out there before I talk about this is that there are only 3 members in AOA right now, which are seolhyun, chanmi and hyejeong. The members that left, Yuna and Choa, did not leave because of the bullying situation. They both left for completely separate reasons. A lot of people think that it has just been revealed that Jimin didn't bully Mina, while it has been around a bit less than a year that Jimin has been proven innocent. People are just ignorant and choose to ignore this. Another reason is simply because people are biased. So they just don't want to come to terms with the fact that Mina is a manipulator and that Jimin is the real victim here. Mina has continuously used her bullying victim card to get out of stupid or wrong things that she did, such as attacking Jimin herself or doing other controversial things. Jimin is not the only one doing bad things here. Okay, I think I talked about everything that was important for background information, so I'll start showing proof on how Mina lied about everything now. For starters, Mina's father passed away. I guess Mina saw this as an opportunity to add on to the lies she would tell after she exposed Jimin for bullying her for almost 10 years since their debut. What she said about this was that Jimin didn't let her see her father when he was about to pass away in the hospital. This turned out to be a lie when later on in her story, she said their manager was going to take her to see her father, but she chose not to go when she was busy reading her scripts for a drama she was going to act in. Jimin had no part in this. Later on, Mina's texts with her boyfriend revealed that she actually did go to see her father pass away. If that wasn't enough for you to already start to question Mina's whole story on the bullying, another thing that happened with her story when it changed a lot is when she said she got along with all the members besides Jimin at first, and then she started to call the other members of AOA bystanders. So they didn't do anything about the bullying, but they didn't bully her themselves. And then later on she said that they all bullied her, but Jimin played the main part. When that was happening, Mina implied that Jimin had done the most, but the other members of AOA would talk about her with Jimin, but Jimin would yell at her more often and treat her like she wasn't a member of AOA. More nonsense about this is that while Mina was accusing the whole group, she also was calling Hyejeong her best friend and seolhyun a little sister to her. Everybody was so focused on Mina getting bullied that nobody was paying attention to the fact that Mina was a bully herself. She was very rude to Chanmi during their early times of being in AOA, and she was very unresponsible. She had many times where she neglected her need to practice for the group. She went to a salon instead of practicing, which obviously affected the whole group, and then blamed Jimin and called her a bully when she, as the leader, got upset at Mina for skipping practice to get her hair done. She also went to an amusement park with Seolhyun and went on a trip with Hyejeong. AOA members, specifically Jimin, continuously tried to contact her. Another huge instance of Mina's lies is her not wanting the multiple police investigations she was offered and refuses to show the proof that she has. If she wasn't lying, why wouldn't she want Jimin to get punished for her actions? Exactly. There are lots of points that Jimin Antis used to prove that Mina is the victim. One is that Jimin apologized for bullying Mina, which is basically her admitting to being a bully. But the thing is, Jimin would have just been digging herself a deeper hole in this situation if she just kept denying it. She couldn't even do anything else but apologize, even though she didn't do it. Another instance of this is Mina saying she self-harms because of the bullying, which, yes, can be traumatizing for real victims, but, in this case, she most likely harms herself and attempts to take her own life due to mental health issues that only have to do with her and not the other AOA members. Mina publicly harming herself is most likely one of the reasons that the other girls don't speak up about the situation. If I was in their position, I would be afraid to talk too, in fear of her taking her life. Moving on to Jimin. I was very worried for her when she was constantly getting harassed and bullied herself online by potentially millions of people who all blindly followed Mina with whatever she said about Jimin. Again, another instance of people protecting Mina with proof is that Jessie said she had a bad vibe about Jimin on Unpretty Rap Star, but this is simply because it's a competition and everybody dislikes everybody on those. What she said was almost definitely scripted anyways. Fans and also non-fans continuously talked about how you can never tell if idols get along or not, which is somewhat true but not always the case. In this case, Jimin and Mina did get along, but after Mina started the whole scandal, everybody thought that all of the moments of them getting along and being friends were just them acting, and that the bullying was secretly going on. In April's case, the bullying was somewhat obvious. The members who bullied Hyunju weren't very subtle at it, yet nobody seemed to notice. On AOA's case, nobody noticed, because it wasn't actually happening with the two members. Mina and Jimin always seemed very close, so the public just saw closeness. Hopefully someday the members of AOA, or even just Jimin, will speak up about the situation and stand up against Mina, who is the real problem here. Please sympathize for Jimin. She trained for years and her entire career got ruined by one huge lie, and then everybody turned against her. You can imagine how she felt. I hope she is doing okay now and I hope she gets a second chance as an idol if she wants it. Whether it's in AOA, a different group, or as a soloist, I hope she gets to show off her talent. This marks the end of the video, so please be respectful if you comment your opinions. Sorry that I didn't cover every single thing in this video, but I tried to include the most important parts of the story. I hope you all have an amazing day or night. Bye.